Assalamu alaikum. In this video I'll be performing my DLD lab 9, which is implementing the logic of different types of adders. So we implemented adders on Proteus in the previous lab, and in this lab we'll be implementing different types of adders on Quartus in Verilog HDL. So first we have this Verilog code for an unsigned 8-bit adder. So I've already created a Proteus a Quartus file in which I've already written the code. First of all, module, and we have created a module and declared our variables here, a, b, and sum. A and b will be our inputs, our 8-bit unsigned inputs, and our output will be the sum, which will be basically the addition of the both inputs a and b. And here we can see we have done the addition operation here, a plus b equals to sum. So let's now run this. So here we can see our compilation was successful. Let's view our adder in RTL, and here we can see a and b are adding here and giving us an output sum, which is an 8-bit unsigned number. And now let's look at its waveform. Insert the nodes here. So let's give some values. So I have given the values to a and b, our inputs, and now let's run this and see what our resultant sum is. And here we can see a resultant. So here we can see, if we look at it bitwise, so 0 plus 0 has given us output 0. Then 1 plus 1, we know 1 plus 1 is 0, 1 0, so here we have 0 and 1 is carried here. Again 1 plus 0 is here 1, so we have 1 here. Then 1 plus 1 again gives us 0, 1, so 0 here and 1 will be carried. And then 1 plus 0 will give us 1 here. Then 0 plus will be equals to 0. Then 0 plus 1 will be equal to 1, and 1 plus 0 will be equals to 1. So we can see that our sum is correct if we add them bitwise. Let's see them in decimal, unsigned decimal. And here we can see in unsigned decimal our a was 138 and our input b was 74, and when we add them we get our answer is 212, so which is correct. So now next we have our Verilog code for an 8-bit unsigned adder with carry in here. So now we'll be adding a carry in from any previous adder. So here I have opened the Quartus and I have already written my code here for carry in adder. So there will be only one change in comparison with the simple adder code. We will be adding one more variable, which will be the carry in, and it will be our input, which will be of only 1 bit, which will be either 0 or 1. So, and here we can see when we are performing the addition function, so this time our sum is equals to a plus b plus carry in. So now let's compile this. Compilation was successful. So now let's locate it in RTL. And we can see how it looks. First we added a and b, so we get a resultant in which we are adding carry in. So when a plus b plus ci is done, we have our output sum. Now let's look at its waveform. added all the nodes here, giving the carry in value 1. Let's give the input A some values. So I have given the inputs A and B values, and the carry input also is on 1. Now let's run this and check our sum. So here we can see, if we compare them bitwise, so 0 0 and plus 1, which is Ci is 1, so 0 0 plus 1 will be 1, again 0 1 plus 1 will be 0 1 plus 1 should, so 0 plus 1 and will be equals to 1. We will know carry in will be only added to the least significant bit, not any other. So first I was making a mistake there. Now all the further addition we will see 1 plus 0 again we will get 1, then 0 plus 1 again we will get 1, then 1 plus 0 again we will get 1, and then 0 plus 1 again 1, then 0 plus 0 will get 0, and then 1 plus 0 will get 1. So bitwise we can see these all are added correctly. Now let's look at the decimal values, unsigned decimal values here. So here we can see our input A is equals to 148, our input 2 is equals to 42. So for 148 plus 42 will give us 190, and 1 and our carry in is 1, so 190 plus 1 will be equals to 191. So here we can see that our carry in adder is implemented correctly. So now moving towards the third example, which is writing a Verilog code for an 8-bit unsigned adder with carry out. So I've opened my Cortex here and written the code here for an unsigned 8-bit unsigned adder for with carry out. So here we have in two inputs A and B, then one sum which should be our output, and a carry out output. So this basically works in a way that when A and B two inputs are added, so if our output is more than is giving us an answer of more than 8-bit, which is a 9-bit output, so we so the first 8 bits are shown at the sum output, and then the carry bit, which will be the extra bit, which will be the 9th bit, is shown at the carry out output. So here I have defined my inputs. Here are the outputs, sum and carry out. Sum being the 8-bit output, and carry out being the 1-bit output with the 9th bit. And here is a wire, temporary wire, which will be storing the 9-bit answer from the addition of the A and B. So here I have assigned temp 9-bit output of the resultant of the A plus B, which are two 8 bits inputs, and from the 9-bit output from the 9-bit wire temp, I am assigning the first 7 bits to the sum, and the last bit, the 9th bit of it, to the carry out output. So now let's run this. Compilation was successful. Now let's view its waveform. So let's give values A and B some inputs. So now I have given the inputs. Now let's run this and see our sum and carry out outputs. So here we can see our outputs carry out and sum. Here carry out is 1, which means the addition of these both A and B is providing a 9-bit output, from which the 8 bits first least significant to the 8-bit output is placed here, and the most significant bit, which is the 9th bit, is the carry out bit, which is 1. So if we add them bitwise, we can see in the last the 8th bit of A and B, we are having 1 and 1, which will be equals to 0 1. So and 1 is being carried out here, from which is based, so our most significant bit addition is becoming 1 plus 1 plus 1, so which is we know is equals to 1 1. So here we can see the 8th bit of the sum is 1, and the 1 which is carried is at the carry out, which is equals to 1. Now let's look at the values in unsigned decimal form. So here we can see 240 plus 156, we know it is 396. So C out is 1, so which is the 9th bit, so 2 power 9 is 256, and B plus 140 in it, so we get, which is the sum, which is the remaining 8 bits, so 140 plus 256, we will get 396. So now moving towards our example 4, which is a Verilog code for an unsigned 8-bit adder with carry in and carry out both. So this will be basically the combination of codes of example 2 and example 3. So here I have opened the Quartus software here and written the code here. So here we have 5 variables A, B and Ci, which is carry in. So 2 inputs AB, and here we can see 2 inputs AB, 2 8-bit inputs AB, and 1 1-bit input carry in. Then we have 2 outputs, one is sum, which will be giving us the 8-bit resultant of A plus B, and C out will be the 9th bit of that sum. So we've declared again the temporary var here, which has a 9-bit, and we are assigning it the addition of A plus B plus carry in here, and then we are giving the temporaries first 8 bits, assigning them to sum, and the last bit, which will be the 9th bit, is being assigned to carry out here. So let's run this. So our compilation was successful, and now let's look at the waveforms. So let's give values to the inputs. So now I've given the inputs A, B and carry in. Now let's run this and see at the output sum and carry out. So here we can see our carry out is 1 and our sum is 1, because at the most significant bits of A and B we are having 1 and 1, and 1 was carried out from the previous 1 and 1 addition. So we have basically 1 plus 1 plus 1 at the 8th bit, which will give us the resultant 1 1. So we can see that the sum's last bit, most significant bit, is 1, and the carry out is also 1. Let's see these in unsigned decimal forms. So here we can see A is 240 and B is 227, so our sum is basically equals to 467, and we have C in 1 plus, so we have 668 as our sum, should be 668. We can see that our C out, which is 2 power 9, which is the 9th bit, which means it has a value of 250, I think 256, and if we add So here we can see 240 plus 227 is basically 467 plus 1, so we have 468 should be our sum, and C out is 1, so which means the ninth bit, which is basically 2 power 8 bit, is 1, so which means C out is 256, and if we add 212 in that, so we'll get our answer equals to 468. So here we can see our addition is done correctly. Moving towards example 5, here we have to write a Verilog code for an 8-bit unsigned adder and subtractor with carry in and carry out, both with a selection input S to select between addition and subtraction. So basically our code should perform both addition and subtraction depending on the selection which we make, and the addition should be done with carry in and carry out. So here in the quarters, again I have created the code here for addition, subtraction, 8-bit unsigned. So first of all, I have the A and B, which are the two operators. It's two inputs, 8-bit inputs unsigned, and here I have another input which is the carry in, and an operator input which is basically the selection input, which will determine the do we have to perform addition or subtraction. And here I have the outputs. First is the result, which will be the result, addition or subtraction, whatever function is being performed, which the result will give. Then we have the output temporary, which is basically the 9-bit output. So here if the addition of A and B is giving us a carry out, so we need to store it temporarily in a 9-bit space, and then I will divide it into the result, 8-bit result and one carry out output. So here is the carry out output, 1 bit. Then created the register for both result and temporary and carry out. All the three outputs registers are created here, and using the if statement I have set the cases here. So the inputs are A, B, operator and operation and carry in. So I have declared the inputs here on which our cases are based. Then first case we have if operator is equals to 0. So if the operator is equals to 0, then our simply addition, carry out and carry in addition will be done. We have seen the codes for this carry in and carry out addition in the previous example, so simply the same thing is being done here. And then for the second case, in which the operation will be equals to 1, we have the subtraction, so which is equals to result is equals to A minus B. So this is how the code is, and now let's compile it. I do not think the Cortex software has somehow closed. Let's run it again. Opening the adder subtractor file here. Let me compile it again. So our compilation was successful here. Now let's look at its waveform. I've inserted all the nodes here, and now let's give them the values, input values. So I've given the inputs here. I've given a carry in input, and I've kept the operator at 0, so basically an addition function should be performed, and given the inputs A and B. So now let's run this. So here we can see a and b have added with the carry in, and we have our output result 8-bit result here, and then our sum, which is basically the sum, and the carry out, which is equals to 1. So now let's look at them in unsigned decimal form. So here we can see A has a value 236, B has a value of 125, and C in is 1. So if we add them, 236 plus 125, we will get 230 plus 100, 330, 330 plus 20, 350, 356, and 356 plus 5, 361, and then 362 plus 1. So we have 362 is our resultant output. So we see that our C out is 1, so C out is the 2 power 8 bits, so 2 power 8 is equals to 256, and then we have plus, or the sum is 106, so 256 plus 106 will give us 362. So we can see the addition is done correctly. Now I'll be performing the subtraction, so I will be changing the operation equal to 1. So now let's run this. So we can see our carry out is still unknown here, but we have the result here. So let's see it in unsigned decimal form. And we can see here 236 is A and 125 is B, and if we subtract them, so our answer is 111, and we can see that the result is also 111. So subtraction is done here successfully. So now moving towards our last exercise, which is in which we have to create an arithmetic logic unit, ALU, a 4-bit arithmetic logic unit, in which we have to perform at least 10 functions from these given below operations. So here I have created the code for this exercise. So in this we have inputs A, B, and our operation, which will select the operation which we need to perform different operations. So we have here 10 operations, so which means so I have given, if I have given the operator, I've kept the operator at 4-bit value. So because we can have the 10 possible combinations for, and to each possible combination we can assign one operation, addition, multiplication, or any other operation. So for the output I have the result, and I have created a register for the result, and I've implemented the if statement here to assign different cases for each operator. So first we have if operator equals to 0 0 0 0, then simply addition will be performed. You can see A plus B. Then if operator is equals to 0 0 0 1, then subtraction will be performed. If operator value is 0 0 1 0, then we have the multiplication function. If it is 0 1 0 0 1 1, then we have the division. Similarly, if we have 1 0 1 0 0, then we have A modulus B. And then if we have operation equals to 0 1 0 1, then we have the greater than function, that if A is greater than B, then a resultant will be 0 0 0 1. And if a resultant is, if A is not greater than B, then we will have the resultant equals to 0, which will be 0 0 0 0. So similarly, I have created the lesser than function here, then A equals to function here, then A and function here, and here A or function. These 10 functions I have chosen, and I have created the code for them. So now let's run this. So our compilation was successful. Now let's look at its waveform. So we have the A and B here. So now let's input some values. So I have given the values to the A and B. So now I am setting the operator value to 0 0 or 0 1 0 0. So according to our code here, let's see, uh, 0 1 0 0, it should perform the mod function, so it should give the remainder of A divided by B. So now let's see, let's run this and see. So here we can see our resultant is 0. So let's see the unsigned values here. So here we can see our input is A is 12 and we have B 6, and if we divide 12 by 6, so our remainder will be 0, because 6 2s are 12 without any remainder. So we can see that our resultant is 0. Now let's change the operator and look at another function here. So let me change this to 1 1 0 0 1 1 0, and now let's run this. So let's see here, our resultant 0 0 0. So for 0 1 1 0 we have the lesser than operation, and we can see that A here, that A is greater than B. Let me change them to unsigned decimal. So we can see that 12 is great. We know that 12 is greater than 6, so A lesser than B statement is false. So we here at the output we have 0 here. So similarly we can test all the other functions, and I tested all the other functions, they are working correctly. So we have performed the last exercise of this lab, and this lab is completed, and we have implemented all different types of adders here and other functions using them. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.